Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Silver Shinobi here, and welcome to Storytime with Silver, Episode 1. Now, before we start the video, I want to wish you all a very happy belated New Year's, and I hope your year has started off pretty well. If you're wondering about my next Transformers Devastation video, that'll be posted later on today, so just prepare for that. Okay. So this tale takes place when I used to go to high school. Just an FYI, I might make more tales about high school. Just gonna throw that out there. It was the year 2018. I was a senior at the time. Sometimes I would go to lunch with my friends, chit chat, talk about classes and whatnot. And there would be times that I would go sit by myself. And there was a reason for that though, which I'll get to right now. And I'd just walk and just be by myself. And the one area I would be at the most was the bleachers in the baseball field. Now you're probably wondering why I used to go over there by myself. Well, you see, I was going through a breakup at the time. It didn't happen there, it happened in 2017, that's the thing. I basically couldn't get over it. I was just stuck there. So, I would just be in the baseball field the whole day, sometimes till the bell rang and we had to go to back home and stuff. Or I'd just be there till the lunch bell ends, you get me? But, oh man, I would just be there thinking about why I sucked and like how much of a loser I was. And I'd be thinking about much more negative things as well. Towards myself, of course, not towards anybody else. This all changed until one day in March. I decided to go to a different spot. Rather than going to the bleachers, I went to the stairs that they had outside. You know, the stone ones with the railing. Hold on, let me look for an image. Yeah, see this one. Well, back to the story. As I was walking, I saw a girl there, sitting by herself. So what did I do? I went and joined her. I simply asked her if I can sit down and join her, and she said I can. After 5 or possibly 10 minutes of silence, I introduced myself. I said, "Hi, I'm Silver. Pleasure to meet you." At first, she seemed, I guess you can say, weirded out. But she eventually said hi to me. In this video, I won't say her real name, so we're just gonna call her, Miku. So Miku seemed like she was reading something on her phone. And I broke the ice by telling her about this horror movie I saw called The Strangers Pray at Night. Which it was an movie. It wasn't good, it wasn't bad, it was just But after I brought it up, we started talking about how we were doing classes and stuff. And, we ended up having a full-fledged conversation. And eventually, the bell rang. I asked her if I could meet her tomorrow, which she replied with yes. The next day, I went to the same spot and Miku was there. I went, I sat down with her, and I ate my lunch. And we were talking about mythology, specifically Greek, Norse, and Chinese mythology. During the conversation, we would debate on who would win in a battle between Zeus, Thor, and Lagon, or Lagon. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but Lagon is the Chinese god of thunder. Yes, Screw Attack, please make this death battle happen. Then I brought up comic books. And I also explained to her about the whole Spider-Man and the Spider-Verse. And she seemed very intrigued by my knowledge of comics. And after that, she told me about her favorite superhero, which so happened to be Batman. She also told me the reason why she didn't like Superman, and it's because he's a Boy Scout or goody two-shoes. Sorry, Mom. Then we had another debate. This one was more of like between Spider-Man and Batman. Which I told her that Spider-Man had totally wrecked Batman in Death Battle. After a week or two, me and Miku started talking more frequently, and we got to know each other more. She also gave me her personal phone number so we can text each other. Sometimes we would text each other on how we're doing in school or how our day is going so far. Or we would just, just send each other memes because why not, right? So there was this one day where we were just sitting down eating our food, and she brought up this video that brought me back to 2012. It was the I can't pronounce Antoine Dodson. I think that's how you say his name. Antoine Dodson. This guy?
Well, obviously we have a rapist in Lincoln Park.
She made me laugh so hard because I remembered how funny it was the day I saw it, Because it was just funny. It was just funny when I saw it. But yeah, every time me and Miku would just sit down together, it would just make me smile in some shape, way, or form. It made me like a little happy noodle. If there's one thing I remember vividly, I would sometimes bring her fruit and a PB&J sandwiches from my house. She specifically liked berries because she loved how sweet and tasty they were. She made a funny remark saying, "I must have been a bear in my past life." And I was like, "That's so clever, Miku." I tried making a smart remark too, but what I said ended up making me sound really cringy. So what I said was, I must have been a deer, because I love to eat berries, and because I run really fast. If you're wondering why I said the running very fast part, it's because I was a tennis player at the time. A really bad tennis player. Possible story time? Maybe, we shall see. But back to the story. So I felt cringy after that comment that I made. But she actually giggled, which I'm glad she did. Now there's something about her that made me feel like I was very happy, She made me a very happy person. I felt a connection between me and her every time we would bond. She was like me, but smarter and thinner too. And I think a bit taller. When May came around, I felt a little sad because I knew I wasn't going to be able to see Miku anymore because I was going to graduate high school. So what did I do? I spent the last few months being with her on the stairs. I told her about how it's sad to me that I wasn't going to see her anymore, and she told me that it was a bummer that we won't be able to see each other anymore. So from there on, we just kept talking about our futures and hope that it will get well and whatnot. On the second to last day, in my criminal science class, or however you pronounce it, my class had a pizza party, because, art. I took 4 slices of pizza from the box and a few snacks, and I ran up to the stairs, where I usually hang out with Miku. We ate our pizza and snacks and just looked at memes. Heck, she even showed me the Anthony Dodson Home Intruder rap song, and we both laughed till the bell rang. It was that funny. It was that funny. On the final day of school, I didn't get to sit with her. She wasn't there at school that day. I was feeling very melancholy, because I wouldn't ever see her again. But I forgot that I had her phone number. So, like anyone else in my possible situation, I texted her. And I told her this. "Hey Miku, sorry for bothering you. I wanted to let you know that you're an amazing person to meet. I'm very glad and very lucky that I had met you. Thank you for being my friend when I needed one the most. Thank you for sharing interesting facts and interests that I never knew about. You were truly a wonderful person I've ever met in my life. I'm afraid I won't be able to see you next year, but hey, I'm always here if you ever want to hang out. Miku, also never forget that you're a very intelligent woman with so much potential. Stay positive and awesome. Never change. I hope you have a really good summer. P.S. Thank you for everything." She replied with, "Lol, thanks Silver. I enjoyed speaking with you this semester. I hope you go places because you can if you just decide to. Have a great summer and good luck in the real world." That's as far I will go with the text from that month. I felt so much regret for not inviting her to my graduation. She was the best. And she will remain the best for as long as I live. but I'm glad that me and her are still talking to each other. As a matter of fact, a few months ago in November, it was her 18th birthday. So I wished her a happy birthday, but since it's me, I miscalculated and thought it was her birthday 3 days after. The last time I talked to her was a few hours ago before the recording. To be honest, I'm still glad we're both talking to each other and keeping in touch with each other. To this day, I still remember the fun times me and Miku had together outside. Thanks for listening and watching this whole video. I hope you have a great day, and stay tuned for my Transformers Devastation video that I'll post later on today. See ya!
The Transformers, more than meets the eye. Autobots wage their battle to destroy the evil forces of the Decepticons.